Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're going to our comic episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's in a mini-series with me tonight?
I am your resident Sonic superfan, Phoebe Stanton.
You're not wrong.
I try.
So we are here with another Sonic comic, but this time we get to do a little mini-series that is part of the run. Sonic the Hedgehog, Tangle and Whisper, which I did not, written by Ian Flynn, which I should be saying for all these. And this came out in 2019.
I cannot believe this comic run has been going for 6 years now.
Me either. I also can't believe I'm reading it and enjoying it as much as I am.
Yeah, that is the best part, isn't it? I'm so proud of Mike for reading stories. Next, he'll start Games My Mom Found book club.
I mean, that joke has actually been talked about. I thought about doing book episodes based on like video games where like extra like Mass Effect, BioShock, things like that, where there is story in the books, but I've never gone. I do too much. We don't need to add more to the list of what I do. So, but Tangle and Whisper. So I knew nothing about this comic. I didn't even know this comic existed. That's my history. What about you, Phoebe?
I mean, I knew the Sonic run existed and knew kind of about Tangle and Whisper, but earlier this year started buying these books, maybe end of last year, and I'm still loving it. This comic series is great.
It really is. It's surprisingly better than I thought. And then once we finish, and after this, we go back to the regular
main run.
Yeah, which I'm looking forward to also. So this one is obviously based on Tangle and Whisper, who are side characters in the main run, and also are two brand new Sonic characters from the comics.
Yeah, you have Tangle, who is hyper energetic and very emotional, but then you have Whisper, who has locked herself away in herself. And this miniseries is really about why she's like that. Why does she whisper? What's her backstory?
And it is not what I expected. I have a lot of jokes, but we're going to wait till we get farther.
If that's fine. How do we feel about this first issue's, the cover art?
I don't like any of these covers, spoiler alert.
Really?
I don't care for any of them.
You don't like...
They're just Tangle and Whisper's like face or them on the cover, and that's it, and that's not enough for me.
I don't know. I really like issue 3's cover, but we'll get there.
They're not bad, but there was just something that I did not care for, and I don't have a good explanation for it.
All right, so the reason why I kind of like it is because in the background, hidden, so issue 1's cover, if you look in the top right corner or right in that little gap between the top of her head,
yes.
Tangle's head, and her tail, you can see the tentacles coming in.
Oh, vaguely. Okay. I see what you mean now.
Yeah. I like them because there's always the looming hidden threat in the art, which
I did not catch that.
Is attached to who our villain for this miniseries is.
So the first issue starts off with Tangle being tangled back in her home, in her town that we saw, Spiral Hill Village. We saw a few issues before in the main run. And she's with her little friend Jewel the Bug, which I kind of like Jewel. I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that because the further in this comic run we get, the more prominent she's going to become.
Okay.
And of course, Tangle's being hyper cocky. She thinks she knows the town like the back of her hand and flies backwards into a hot dog stand.
Chili dog stand, ma'am. Chili dogs.
Chili dog stand indeed, because
that's what they're eating.
Chili dogs.
And even on like the sign for the hot dog is a chili dog, which made me laugh. Sonic liked chili dog for some weird reason that became canon. And you have like one page where she talks about her, how cool it was to meet Blaze and do all the shit they did in the previous issues, which I liked that. All this was pretty good. Little stuff, like to get you caught up with the character before the story gets going.
Yeah, she really likes going on adventures, and I think it's part of that hyper energetic bit of her that exists, is that she doesn't want to stand still. So, oh my god, I get to help save the world and stuff. It's not about saving the world half the time for her. It's more about the fact of, I am doing something and this is awesome. Ooh, look at the pretty explosions. which is a complete counterpoint to Whisper's whole idea.
Yeah, and then you could introduce the Whisperer like immediately after that, where she's shooting at Sonic for some reason.
I love the face when the crash happens outside that Tangle's giving like, I wish my wish came true. There's a problem. And I was instantly over the desk.
It is pretty funny, and it fits her character very well. But like the scene when you see Sonic running from Whisper, who's shooting at him, he does a few things there's 3 panels, and he does one thing in the panel that's very not Sonic. He jumps off somebody's head to bounce off a wall, and it's not a bad Nick, it's a person or animal person. And I'm like,
Yeah, this isn't a Mario game, Sonic. What are you doing?
I mean, that's not Sonic. Like, not what we've seen in these comics.
Yeah. So I want to know ahead of time. Did you notice the eyes?
That they're brown?
Yes. So every time this character takes an alternate form, the eyes are always brown.
I did not catch that. But also, I read this on a phone because my tablet decided to break.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. No, I was kind of upset. I don't even know. It's cheap, so it doesn't matter too much. But I had it with me. It was working. I put it in my backpack. I pulled it out of my backpack. And not like I didn't throw my backpack around. Nothing happened. And it was like, oh, it's cracked. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it didn't take much. So now I understand how my son broke so many. I'm like, oh, it doesn't take a whole lot. But then, yeah, you see them chasing. Whisper runs into an alley to go after. But yeah, I did not catch the eyes at all. Now I'm paying attention to it, and I see that the eyes are brown. And
yeah, you're gonna see that for every single time this character takes an alternate form. The eyes are always brown. It's one of the few things this character seems to not notice,
or maybe just can't change. This is one of the things that it's stuck to say the same way. But Whisper runs off. She goes on a roof, and she's about to snipe Sonic. Or no, she's watching Sonic, and she's going to snipe him here soon. But that Tangle ends up like, oh, Sonic, what's going on? And he just says, oh, Whisper's out. They whisper. I think he said Whisper's been brainwashed or something.
Whisper's got a mind control chip in the mask. And also using Discount Amy as a meat shield.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it is Discount Amy. But here's where I first noticed something was also wrong. He's like, hey, there's Sonic T Hedgehog. I'm like, he never calls himself Sonic the T Hedgehog or Sonic the Hedgehog to Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic's the name and speed's the game. So, of course, Tangle is so friendly with everybody that she's instantly like, oh, that has to be it. That dastardly Eggman putting brainwashing chips inside of my friend's mask.
After Sonic tells her to go, knock out Whisper because he can't bring himself to hurt her. When she has a sniper rifle right on Sonic, that's when you see the eyes are different and you see the stitched mouth. I'm like, wait a second, that's not Sonic.
No, this is another new villain for the comics. And don't worry, this character will show up again.
No, I knew. It's a comic.
Okay, fair enough.
And we'll get there, but I kind of saw that coming just based on the way things went. But we'll get there. It does what the MCU should have done with their villains and put them away, not murder them.
Yeah, because sometimes you just have to keep introducing new villains. Or you could do a light retcon and say they were miniaturized and now they're only a head with little arms and little legs.
I don't get that reference.
Oh, that's good. Don't watch Ant-Man 3. It's a piece of shit.
Oh, I have watched. Oh, you're talking about MODOK?
I'm talking about the fake-ass MODOK that is Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, that they should have just left the mask on and never took it off. I know I've seen Ant-Man 3. I've seen a lot of the MCU movies. I'm missing 2 that I haven't seen. Fantastic Four and the Marvels.
Fantastic. Those are both actually solid.
I have no interest.
Fair.
That's it. I just fell off. I was a guy who was recording about it. Like, I did the whole Infinity Saga, and they just made too much content, and I just lost interest, and yeah. But then you see Tangle tackle Whisper, and I do like this. She's fighting with her. She takes off the mask. She's like, I saved you!
I always love that. Whisper's kind of despondent whenever the mask comes off.
She's upset.
But later on, we actually learn why she doesn't like taking the mask off.
Yep.
And of course, Tangle is just one-minded. Woohoo! I saved the day!
Well, I mean, it makes sense. She trusted Sonic, because Sonic is a trustworthy character in these comics, or in this canon, in this world, whatever word we want to use here. Like, it completely makes sense. And this Sonic does look like Sonic, besides the brown eyes that I didn't even catch.
Yeah, and
So
nobody's paying attention to that stuff.
no, if Tiffany all of a sudden had different colored eyes, I wouldn't notice. There are other things that I would notice where I still make the joke all the time to her when she says something out of character. I'll make the joke from the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's not my wife. So I still make that joke to her. Cause I forgot, there was something she wanted to do. Like, we were joking because she hates Dragon Ball Z, I found out, because I've been on a Dragon Ball Z kick. And she's like, you can watch anything, but you ain't watching Dragon Ball Z near me or Dragon Ball anything. And I'm like, and then one time she's like, you can watch Dragon Ball. I'm like, that's not my wife.
Oh my god.
So
The dolls are possessing her.
I forgot about that stupid doll. I better go make sure it's in the same spot. But so then after she takes off the mask, this is when she finds out that that she's been tricked, and that isn't actually Sonic. I think this is when she starts to kind of talk about it.
Yeah.
That he's someone. Oh yeah, she shows the video that she had where it shows Sonic with the knife.
Which, okay, I know that we've played Shadow the Hedgehog
A long time ago.
but that is a full Hunter Bowie knife type situation going on in a Sonic comic.
And the stitched mouth. I cannot talk. Yeah, it's something. It's just a very, very creepy look. And it fits what it's going for. And I do like when she sees the record and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then you have a small scene where you see Sonic, or the fake Sonic, had turned into the Amy wannabe.
Amy?
Yeah. I mean, not Amy, but yes, we don't have a better name for this random townsfolk. So yes.
And then back at Jules' place, we start to learn more about our new villain. Good old.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Is it just me, or Jules' her face looks like Sonic's face for some reason? The same type of drawing. Maybe it's just the way they all look.
I think it's just you.
Okay. I'll take it. I always see Sonic's face for some reason.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. You're fine.
I've seen enough Sonic that I go, no.
You're probably right. I don't know why I do it. I have no answer. But yeah, I kind of just like Jewel. And I think this is a good where she talks about how they were mercenaries and he betrayed the team, and then she's been following him. And it shows the picture where he took Sonic's form and he's drawing an Eggman face. He's taking candy from a baby. It's fucking hilarious.
Taking candy from a baby. How classic. And punting some person, punting a chow halfway across the world.
Oh, that's what that was? It was a chow?
Yeah, you can see the other chow with the little exclamation point above its head.
Okay, who didn't punt a chow? I punted many chows.
How dare you? We had chows in this chow garden, sir.
Hey, I raised them. I played way too much SA2B in my life. Oh,
same.
That is a summer game. That is a game that there is a summer where my girlfriend at the time who lived in Minnesota and I lived in Wisconsin, who came with me for the summer and lived with me. And I swear all we fucking did was play Sonic Adventure 2. Well, besides other stuff, but we played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2.
I understand completely.
And I was trying to get all A ranks, and we got damn close. I think we were like 3 away or something, or 5 away. We were very close. Because she could do the Knuckles and Rouge levels. I ended up maxing out all the Eggman and Tails levels. We just could not finish a couple Sonic or Shadow ones. We just could not do it.
Oh, especially the last level where you have to marathon through 5 characters. Insane.
We did that.
God, I don't know how.
I don't have an answer, but I forget what it was that held us back. But it was a couple of the Sonic and Shadow levels near the end that neither of us could do to A rank them, but yeah, I spent a lot of time playing that. And so that always brings me back to that summer. It was one of our good summers together. And then she left. We didn't stay together that much longer. We had a kid, so hey.
Yeah.
But, all right. And then back to the comic. So I do like all the stuff with Whisper and Tangle talking, where she starts to really go on about this guy and how his name is Mimic, and they work together but also not giving the backstory, but like giving parts of it. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's Whisper keeping enough close to her chest, but it is her starting to open up, which is kind of the entire point of this miniseries, is watching her slowly open up more and more. Because at the next page, there's Tangle asking, "We're friends, aren't we?" And there's an ellipses before the S. Like, she is
Oh.
very reluctant to answer that question.
So that's the name of the 3 dots and stuff.
Yeah, that is an ellipses.
You taught me a new thing, Phoebe. Thank you. I mean, I knew what the 3 dots is. I also knew that when my ex-girlfriend used to always type to me and she put the dots, I always get irritated. I knew that too. It wasn't on purpose, and I didn't like it. See what Sonic does? It starts making me talk about my exes. It's okay. Tiff will never
Yeah,
hear
we get on a lot of side conversations if it's just you and I.
It's not, yeah, that happens. Plus, Sonic because Sonic can fit into certain parts of my life where I was more into it, so it brings back stuff. But yeah, no, I do like the ellipses. I like how also all her text is always in a whisper, so it has a different type of bubble,
Which is going
important.
to be very important.
We'll use that Musketeer tool later.
A special tool that we're going to use later. Thanks, Ken.
I like how, and I also like how Whisper doesn't really want Tangle to go with her, but it's because the Wisps all kind of like go on to Tangle that, and they're like, oh, we want to, they want her help too. So that's what leads to them actually, doing it. The Wisps, I appreciate the Wisps more now. I still need to play Sonic Colors, so I actually understand what the fuck they are.
We should do that.
I know we had this conversation before. I'm still surprised the lack of Sonic games
I didn't play that, and I haven't played Lost World or the 2 Wii exclusive ones.
But you're a Sonic slut, you have said on the show.
There are
before.
quite a few that I haven't, sir. I haven't even watched the new cartoon yet, Prime.
That's probably fine. Hey, I'm giving you an excuse to play Sonic Forces next year, February or March, so.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
It's because of this damn comic. So, they're talking, and then all of a sudden, a note is left on the door with a dagger, which is sent by the decoy Mimic. And, it's a trap, obviously.
Of course. And Tangle's super excited for a fight, and Whisper kind of looks like she's ready to lose another friend.
Well, she doesn't want to bring Tangle with her. I mean, to be fair, this is a fucking Mimic that can take on other people's forms, and Tangle is also kind of an idiot, so it all fits.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the ad for this issue is Sonic the Hedgehog, the main comic, issue number 1.
Wow, that would have happened the year before. That's crazy.
But hey, some people might have not, might have just picked this up randomly and went, oh, so you never know.
That is true. Does your copy have the alt covers, by the way?
No. Sometimes they put them in here. They did not for this.
All right. I always figure about asking that because in the IDW collections for both Team NT and Sonic, after each issue, they always have the alt.
I mean, sometimes they are in these, because I've read a lot of things on this website, and sometimes it will have alt covers in there. But for Sonic, whoever did the Sonic ones, they did not upload those too.
Damn.
I do not have them. I just have the main covers that I don't care for.
Yeah, and instead we get issue 2's cover, which I can understand why you don't like it, and it is a bit weak. Like I said, I like issue 3's the most, but there is a particular reason why.
Okay, we'll have to get to that then.
But instead, here we have Eggman, or one of Eggman's bases, and Whisper's doing her little scout thing. And of course, Tangle's singing a song about sneaking, because she's just so excited and can't hold it in for 5 seconds.
That's just her character, and at least they're good with it.
No.
Wait, is issue 2? Okay, issue 2, they're already looking at an Eggman base. I thought that was later. Never mind.
Nope, they're already looking at it. It's in the side of the building.
Oh, yeah, okay, now I remember.
God damn, I really can't talk today after work. Side of this hill, and there are...
still recovering from the injection that they give you, so you don't remember what you did there? Because it's all...
Yeah, I'm still kind of the indie. I'm waiting for the Audi part to fully come out. Haha, severance joke.
For a show I've never seen.
Same, but I own it, and we'll watch it.
Oh, okay, I don't own it,
But yeah, they are trying to find a way to get in, but there are really no other options. There's just the front door. And Tangle thinks, that's great. Like, sure, he invited us here, but we've backed him into a corner. But it's a corner that he has control over. Shit.
I mean, he's not, yeah. They don't really think about it, and man, is he... you find out that he was watching them the entire time. Like, they show a couple different panels of him watching their whole plan. And then and you still have not seen what he looks like, Ashley. You get a silhouette here of what his body looks like, but then he transforms into Jewel, and man, does he look like a creepy-looking Jewel with those black eyes.
Yeah, and, oh man, I was about to say, the hair is still the same. he's perfectly mimicked her. I was like, there's something wrong with the design besides the eyes, but no, there isn't.
The eyes are fucking awful.
Oh, are they not the most terrifying thing? But again,
They really are.
when he actually changes his eyes, for some reason, he's only locked to brown. He can have his eyes or brown eyes. And I don't remember if that's ever brought up, or if that's just a detail for people who read the comic.
It's
to have a little bit of a fourth wall clue.
I mean, the way these comics are written, I would say it's probably just just there for an Easter egg or something of that nature.
Yeah.
So
of course, Tangle has not watched enough Scooby-Doo or horror movies and has decided to split the gang up when they're tracking a person who can shapeshift.
Yeah, she doesn't understand how to deal with a shapeshifter. Because I think also in the Sonic comics, or in Sonic in general, we haven't run into this, so it's safe to assume the characters haven't run into this either, and they don't. And Tangled is not the brightest bulb, and she's too gullible.
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing. She's new to adventuring. This is like how Sonic was back in the day, where it's just like, haha, have fun, and didn't really take Eggman seriously. I mean, he still doesn't take Eggman seriously, but he knows how serious Eggman can be. Tangle really is just how Sonic was at the beginning, way back in the day, where the overcockiness, the lust for adventure, and it's gonna bite her in the ass at some point. But over the comic, we do see that, again, she learns what's going on, and her and Whisper balance each other out.
No, that's completely fair. And that what makes them a good group for this, that they do really balance each other out. And then, as you were saying, Tangle goes off on her own, and she sees Whisper running down by the halls, and I didn't catch this right away, but I thought something was off. Whisper isn't whispering when she talks to Tangle.
Yeah, it's a normal text bubble, and she's not wielding the Wispin.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah, she doesn't have the gun either. And then she tells Tangle to go into a safe, and Tangle's like, right as Tangle's about to go in there, she's like, wait, didn't have her Wispin, and she's not whispering.
Yeah, I've never heard her speak so plainly.
Yeah, and
that's true on multiple levels, because even if you don't notice the fact that it's a solid word bubble instead of the dashes, it's the fact that she's saying full sentences instead of one-word answers.
I didn't catch that part. I didn't catch the bubbles, but...
Yeah, no, it's very multi-layered. And here we learn something interesting that never really gets paid off, and I don't remember if it ever does, or if it's set up for a future thing. But now that Tangle's locked in the safe, she goes, don't. Can't pass out again. Can't use up the air. Meaning she's definitely got some form of claustrophobia.
Oh,
and
I
she's
didn't think
definitely been encased somewhere before and passed out.
Okay, I didn't think about that either. I just took it as she couldn't, she didn't want to pass out and she was going to run out of air. But you're right, the way they word it.
Yeah, no, this has happened before in the past, but we never learn what it is because that's not the point. This is really about Whisper.
Okay. No, that's fair. This is more Whisper story than hers. And I think they might have there is another comic, but I can't figure out if it's a real comic or a fan-made comic. There's another Tangle and Whisper comic.
Oh.
But it might have been fan-made, because looked like it might have. I don't know. I didn't actually put the research in. I just found it, and I'm like, this is not what I'm looking for.
Interesting. Is it just called Tangle and Whisper?
It had another name, but I can't. I'll figure it out later. I have plenty of hours in the day to figure it out. But then Whisper runs into Tangle, the fake Tangle, and the eyes are brown, like you said before, and she has her ripped clothes. And Whisper falls for it in this one.
If it's called New Roads, it's fake.
Okay, it was that one, yeah. I thought it was a fan-made one, but I wasn't. I was like, this is not what I'm looking for. That's all I knew. And then the fake Tangle leads Whisper into a badnik robot that she has to fight, and she takes out pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah, that Wispin. Having a weapon that can hold multiple wisps is pretty overpowered.
Yeah, because it can do all these different things. So, yeah, means nothing to me. Oh, and I didn't catch this, but there's a bomb that gets thrown at her with Eggman's face on it.
Well, it wasn't Eggman base.
I know, but it's just hilarious. And this is when things get really interesting. So she ends up knocking down the fake Tangle or Mimic, and then she's about to smash Mimic's face with a fucking hammer from the Wispon. And then Mimic starts taking on characters we've never seen before. He takes on 3 different characters, and which we find out a little later who they are. But then as he's doing that, then he also tells her that I have a bomb in the building and it's about to go off, and your friend is in a safe. You don't have time to escape and save your friend or take me.
And then the very next page, we get the full reveal.
Finally, yes.
And he is some weird octopus squid thing.
Where else have I seen an octopus thing within the name that can also change what they look like? Where have I seen that?
A kid and a squid?
No, we'll leave it there. It's going to come up next issue.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go into it, my joke. But you also see Mimic lock down the base so they couldn't leave anyway. And then she does find Tangled. Tangled's not okay because she's in the safe. Did not even think about the claustrophobic part. But then because the bombs start going off, they realize we'll go in the safe, close the safe, and then we'll be safe in the safe. And the problem is, what came to my mind was also a really stupid thing. You go inside a fridge, too, and survive a nuclear blast.
God damn it. That really is the worst movie in that series.
I know. I haven't watched it. I think I've only ever seen it once. I saw it in theaters when it came out with my girlfriend at the time on one of our only days away from our son, who was like less than 1 at the time, I want to say.
God damn.
And I remember loving it because I was just happy just to be out with her, and we went to the mall and we had a good time. But that movie's awful.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So they break out of the safe, and you're right because I thought maybe they're running out of air that quickly because Tangle is so upset. But I'm like, no, they'd have a little bit of air. It wouldn't run out that quickly.
Well, also the fact that they had to open the safe to let Tangle out to go right back in. That at least recirculated something. I
do like this where Whisper's like, go home. Like, I can do this without you. Because she fell for Mimic. And this is when I think, this is when Whisper finally says, I won't lose another friend. I can't. And this is when she finally starts to tell her backstory. Yeah, and not in a whisper. One line is not a whisper. She is very adamant. Go home. Get away from me. I do like that. I think that's a good touch, the way they did it. And then you have the issue that it advertises here is Team Sonic Racing for a one-shot. Oh, interesting. All right, and that brings us to issue number 3. Another cover I don't care for, but you said, is your comment because of the octopus tentacle on the side? Yeah, I like it because of there's one above, there's one on the bottom right, there's one on the left, and because of that, it's like the danger is closing in on her. I did not see the tentacle, for the record, on my little phone when I read this last night in bed, but yeah. I don't know. Tentacles and Sonic don't work for me. But no, I'm not going to say anything about that. You can. Feel free. I purposely heat up the ball. I'm not fucking saying a word. No offense to the artist for the covers, Evan Stanley. I don't know if that's the person who does the issue art or the cover art specifically, but man, they draw Whisper's face way too wide. And it's very prominent in issue 4's cover. I think it's just the style they were going for in these comics too. But I don't like it. But so this issue starts off where she tells them how there were 5 of them on a team, and she has an old picture of her friends, and they have Slinger, our marksman, Clairvoyance, our psyop. Did you just say Slinger? Maybe. I'm supposed to say Slinger. No, like sling. Sling. Okay. And Mimic, the infiltrator, Smithy, our crafter, me, the scout, and you see Clairvoyance. All their names are just so dorky. So I'm going to say something crazy. So Slinger, Revolver Ocelot. Clairvoyance, Psycho Mantis. Mimic, Decoy Octopus. Smithy, Vulcan Raven. Oh my god. And Whisper, the wolf, who's a sniper. Sniper wolf. I can't unhear this. It's 100%. There are when you read this comic. Oh my god, Slinger, they're called the Diamond Cutters, and this will be like a year or two after MGS5, which is the Diamond Dogs. Yes, I hate 100%. My life. And in the next issue, when you see their base, it looks like an oil platform. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! I hate it. I love it so much. I caught this immediately last night when I read this. I was like, wait a second. And then when you read a little bit more, Slinger has revolvers. Smithy even has a fucking Gatling cannon at one point in this issue. Oh Mimic has octopus tentacles. MGS1 in fucking forever, but yeah, he was the minigun, wasn't he? Yep. Vulcan Raven. He has a giant Vulcan cannon on him, and I've played I really love Metal Gear Solid 1. Like that game is one of my I love that game. It's an amazing game. So and I live and breathe Metal Gear Solid to a degree.
But wait, when they do the flashback, is that just supposed to be Outer Haven or Zanzibar Land, or what the hell? How deep does this rabbit hole go?
I don't know with that. Unfortunately, I'm missing a few Metal Gears, but this is 100% a reference to Metal Gear 1 with the team, at least. That's what they were going for. And then you find out that each one has different wisps. Like, it shows them, and this is all during the war when they're fighting Eggman, which is Sonic Forces, correct? Is during that time?
Yeah, like directly before the start of that game.
Okay, so I do like this, how they show that like they're going to infiltrate an Eggman base, and Mimic is, I was going to call him Decoy Octopus, and Mimic is going to go, sneak in, and you show them fighting. Like, this is also when you see that each one has a different wisp, which you find out why she has all these wisps, because she took theirs.
Yeah, and you can actually see in the top left corner who each panel's feed is coming from.
Oh, I did not catch that. You are correct.
Yeah, so instead of it being actual just camera shots like a normal comic, we are watching through Smithy's eyes, clairvoyance floating down towards him. Smithy watching Revolver Slinger.
Yeah, I did.
I can't unsee this now.
It's 100%. It's that's what it is. It's a Metal Gear Solid reference. This whole thing with this team is a Metal Gear Solid reference, and I guarantee you now, Whisper Wolf, Sniper Wolf, it's 100% what they were going for.
It's 100%.
Somebody was a big Metal Gear fan and went, how can I put this in here and do it homage, but also not copyright? And he did it.
Yeah, but then we actually get a reason for why Whisper constantly wears the mask, besides her trying to hide herself from the world after losing all of her friends. Because Tangle is just like, man, you guys were awesome. And this Whisper goes, yeah, we worked well together. It's like, wait, you can talk?
I do like when you find out that the mask lets her hear the wisp, because I thought that was cool.
Which also very much explains why she is constantly talking to them as if they're having a real conversation, because they are having a real conversation. We just can't hear the other half of it.
But she can. That is cool. And then like this is when she talks about her prototype weapon that she got from Smithy that uses all the wisps. And then it goes back, because it shows that, then it goes back into another flashback where it shows them on a different mission where they're going to Eggman base. It is so hard because with Eggman, I want to say like different names because I have so many different names for him in my head. Well, two mainly.
Robotnik and Eggman.
Yeah. I think at this point, most people are going to know like it's the same guy. Like it doesn't matter, just different times. But when they're in the base, this is when they end up running into. They go to this base, which turns out to be a trap because Decoy's an asshole, and they find shadow androids.
Yep.
This is kind of cool.
I mean, you remember these, right?
No.
They are from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I don't know if you know this, but that game has been erased from my memory.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no.
Have you played Shadow?
That game is that Eggman made an army of fake shadows.
You haven't played Shadow the Hedgehog yet, have you?
Oh, I played it a long time ago on this thing called an actual physical PS2.
I should talk to you about a punishment for you. I'm going to do that. I like that idea.
You should also probably censor his name since we're swearing on it today.
So, I'll have to mention that. All right. So stay tuned for Nerd to Broadcast, where I'm going to try to get Phoebe's co-host to make Phoebe play Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's not a punishment to me. It's already happened before. It's not even close to the worst game I've played.
Yeah, you say that, Phoebe. You say that now. Game is fucking awful.
Mike, Sonic 06.
That might be broken. There's something wrong with Shadow the Hedgehog, so.
I remember. Using Chaos Control the blue one, and it ended over a few pits, and the game's supposed to be programmed where it will at least get you over the pit. Not in every level. Nope. Not on every pit. They programmed it very well for that, but not perfect.
Game is really fucking bad.
But now we also have a reason for why she was earlier in issue somewhere between 9 and 12 giving Shadow that look. Is because in her eyes, Shadow is the person who killed her friends. It wasn't really him. But you kind of can't forgive a face.
No, and that's completely fair. I mean, I didn't even remember that at all. It wasn't that long ago, but I had no memory, of course. So I thought it was cool that they worked that in here. I thought that was good. And then this is when and with the video, because she also has Mimic stuff, and it shows how Mimic betrayed them and was working with Eggman, and it was all set up.
Which, of course, Eggman is super pissed that, hey,
He failed.
one got away. You told me you were going to finish this.
I kind of like the idea of it, where like he even makes a comment. He's like, I figured that you have a 99% chance of winning, so I'm going with you. There's something like that. He says something where he's like,
right.
oh yeah, you have 99%. Yeah, Sonic Forces when he loses what this war is about.
So at the beginning of Sonic Forces, like even before the game starts, Sonic is captured, and it's been months. I don't know the exact amount of time between when Eggman won the war, and I mean won, and when the game starts, but it's something like 7 to 12 months, if memory serves. So Eggman really did win for a good while. And if it's this early, Mimic saying there's a 99% chance that you'll have the planet within a month was accurate.
Okay. I am looking forward to playing Sonic Forces because I also have read more Sonic comics by the time we get there, so, obviously, the rate we're going. That's cool.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. I'm trying to knock out we're going to knock out the whole IDW run, so.
Well, up to a point.
Well, as much as we can.
Yeah. I can only get up to issue 50 because I'm buying all these collections, and that's all that's out so far.
There are ways to read them, Phoebe.
This is true.
So then you see, damn it, I was going to call him Decoy Octopus again. But then you see Mimic where he's like, well, I'll just give him my mask and he won't know that it wasn't hers because he's an idiot.
And that is true.
And then Whisper talks about how she snuck back in there, got the other wisps that were there, and got the prototype gun.
And we put a lot of prevalence into this blue one specifically, who's also the one that flew by Eggman but didn't try to hit him or anything, which is a lovely little hint to our next issue.
Oh, I did not put 2 and 2 together, by the way, for the record.
I do love, however, that this is when Tangle starts to realize that maybe adventuring can get really dark, because she takes the mask off and she just has to take a breather. This was one battle and that was lost, and Tangle is having a hard time accepting this. And this isn't what she's decided to sign up for.
This isn't adventure. This is more like war.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you're with. That's what happens when you fight Eggman.
Well, yeah, I mean, and Tangle doesn't understand exactly that this is war. Like, this is what this comic is showing us I want to say a friendlier version of war, but not really. Like, hell, in the main run, which we'll be getting back to next episode of these, is fucking bioweapons. Like, come on now.
Oh, yeah, no, it is full gray goo conversion of biological material into biomechanical nanobots, pretty much. And he is doing that through what is effectively a zombie virus. And it's working.
Yeah. I look forward to more of that, by the way.
If it wasn't for Sonic, as we've seen in Sonic Forces, Eggman just flat out wins, and things get truly terrifying.
I look forward to more Sonic. It's not a comment I expect to come out of my mouth, but here we are.
I'm so proud.
I mean, I didn't do Sonic for a long time on this show, actually. Like, it went, I feel like it was years. I just didn't do any of it. And now you got me doing it again.
You're welcome.
So, I'm not sure if I'm thanking you yet, so.
If it wasn't this, it was going to be like a Mega Man or Metroid.
Fair. Two others, well, Mega Man, no, I do a lot of Mega Man stuff. I do want to do the Mega Man comics. Actually, like, my original plan was for me and you to do the Archie comic, because I was supposed to finish that run with somebody, but then stopped talking to me, so that never happened.
I'm willing to do that. I just know they kind of leave on a cliffhanger, but I'm willing to do that.
But we did Sonic instead. We'll get there. Do all Sonic first. So then you have Whisper, and then it's where Whisper talks about how when she saved Silver, which is was in one of the earlier comics when you first meet Whisper.
Yeah, 2 or 3, maybe 4.
It was a while ago. And then you have them, Tangle and Whisper, talking about how they're gonna set a plan to take down Mimic, and then you see Mimic talking to Eggman, and this reminds me of like a Star Wars thing for some reason because you have a little hologram and riding
okay. There's one thing I kind of want to point out.
Yes,
which is the fact that top left corner of one page, you have Whisper looking down at herself with her arms open like, am I really about to do what I think I'm about to do? And then the next panel is her hugging Tangle.
Oh, that's cool. I did not...
Like, you actually can feel or see
Yeah.
the mental thought process in her head of like, am I actually going to push myself into hugging somebody again for the first time in God knows how long?
So do you think
Since
she
I
was?
lost everybody, and the answer is yes.
Do you think she was wondering, can love bloom on the battlefield too?
Yes, because
Okay.
there are enough people who ship Tangle and Whisper. Oh, but that makes Tangle Otacon. Never mind. Fuck that.
I have been waiting to make that joke, by the way. So thank you for giving me the good opportunity for it. So I read this last night, and I'm like, I am making that joke to Phoebe.
The can love bloom on the battlefield. It's a good one. You win.
So then Mimic goes to the safe, finds out that they actually survived, and then there's a note left that says we end this where we started it.
And even the
Or where we
wisps
started.
make like little sand angels to say that they help sign it. Like, yeah, we're against you too, man. You used to be our friend. You fucked up.
I do like that. Oh, and the ad for this one is the annual that we already read.
Man, you would love the alt art for this, I think.
Someone could take a picture of it and send it to me.
I'm about to do that. Don't you worry.
And then this brings us to issue 4. Okay, this is a better cover because it's more expanded out. I still don't care for it, but at least there's more to it than just a face.
Yeah. But again, Whisper's head is just too goddamn wide.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I see it now, but yeah. That's all I can say.
I have sent the picture.
I am trying to open the picture. Okay, that's a cool cover.
Yeah,
Like
it's everybody. It's Tangle handing the mask back to Whisper. It's a night sky, and in the stars are the other 3 members of the Diamond Cutters.
Foxhound. The other 4 members of Foxhound.
I knew you were going to say it.
Well, of course I was going to. I mean, I can't unsee it, and now you can't unsee it either. So you are welcome. And for someone randomly who read this comic and listened to this episode, they're not going to be able to unsee it either. You're welcome.
Yeah, oh my god, that really is Outer Haven. Or not Outer Haven.
Issue 4
Whatever
starts
it's
off.
called.
They're on a base, which was the old Eggman base where it blew up. But it looks like it's a bunch of like oil platforms type things or idea. Like there's a helipad. I have not actually played Metal Gear Solid 5, but I know enough of it.
It's the only one I've played besides 1.
Wow. You
And
are missing
Revengeance.
out. 2 and 3 are well worth it.
I know.
And
I
accessible.
want
So
to.
4 is not accessible right now.
No, I'm still waiting for that Legacy Collection 2 to come out.
Yeah, so it's a good amount of people. I mean, that's going to be a wonderful thing when that game is finally available for people to actually play again. I mean, I played it, but I couldn't even emulate it. I had to actually pull out my PS3 and play that version. Like, it's sad that game is so locked. Like that's one that I'm excited for people to be able to experience because it's a good game. It's a movie, but it's a good game. All right. So after you see them sitting on the Diamond Cutters base and they're waiting for Mimic to come, he comes with a pretty gigantic force of badniks shows up. So
were you not expecting him to send the army?
I don't know not as much as he did just to take out 2 people. He sends 2 of the giant like bee robots. We saw one of them in an earlier issue, which I don't remember, but Tango brings it up for me. And then you see like a giant fish looking thing. It's like an aircraft carrier. Or not, maybe not aircraft, but transport. That's a better word.
Let's go over that real quick.
Sure, please.
He sends an army half the time for Sonic. This was during a time when Sonic was imprisoned by him. He had one. And Whisper was putting enough of a dent by herself into his army that she was actually getting a nickname and Silver was fangirling over her.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
So no, at this point, she is as much of a threat probably in his eyes as Sonic just by himself. And it's like, no, I need these 2 gone.
To be fair, the transport that drops off badniks, she takes it out with one shot, destroys the bridge, and sinks it with all the badniks. One fucking shot.
Yeah.
So that cannon is something else. So I do like this. So because she knows Mimic, she's like, no, this is a distraction. Mimic's going to sneak in the back. And Tangle goes in the base, and she's Sonic in quotation, and she doesn't fall for it. Like she acts like she knows it's Sonic, and then leads him into a room, which is a trap that shows video cameras from the people that died from their team talking to them. They're talking to him to make him feel bad.
It really is interesting that Tangle asks, are you sure you want me to be the one who goes in there? And Whisper's like, yes. Because she's not at that step yet. She really can't handle a one-on-one close-up.
No, and
So
he can
she's-
change forms.
So she's just going to let Tangle take care of that, and Whisper's not going to emotionally jeopardize the plan.
Tangle does for her, though, so okay.
That is true.
I do like when Tangle's about to punch him, and then he turns into Jewel to trick her, and he apparently has Jewel's powers, too, because he can, like, he's able to, like, disappear and reappear, what I think Jewel could do. I don't know, Jewel with a knife, that was cool.
Oh, yeah.
When he's about to stab Tangle, and then I think he falls for, Tangle's tail, because the tail can, be moved and...
Yeah, and you can actually see it when Jewel Mimic is throwing the knife up and down the air. You can actually see the tail in the bottom right corner.
It's really cool. And then Whisper does show up and hits him with the blue hammer that she didn't before. And I like this. I like all this with them fighting. And they both are fighting. He just keeps changing forms. I love that. He turns into the fake Vulcan Raven, turns into Eggman, turns into the Croc for some reason.
Yeah, did you not like Vector suddenly showing up all demonic?
Yeah, that was kind of like, I was like, I did not have this on my bingo card.
No. And again, that page beforehand, she swings at Mimic, and much like we saw in the last issue, Blue is not a fighter. So she just backhands him with the raw weapon instead. Like, a Wisp weapon
then the
still
Blue
works
Wisp.
as a club.
So with the Blue Wisp, his weapon?
I can actually go back real quick and double check.
I was wondering, because
see everybody's glow on their weapons.
I didn't pay. Well, he's also constantly changing, because the Blue Wisp is here, and she talks to him and says, "I don't blame you."
The teal one, yes, you can see it in the photo of all of them. Pink was Smithy's. The teal one is Slinger's. The green one is Clairvoyance. Blue is the Mimic, and then the orange is Whisper's.
Okay, I knew the orange was hers.
Yeah, blue is Mimic's specifically. Why he needs a Wispin when he's got shapeshifting abilities. What that does, I don't know.
Weapon at times. I feel like you would still need a weapon.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm okay with that. All right, and then I do like how they tie him up with Tangle's tail, of course. And they're like, "Well, should we kill him, or what should we do?" And then they're like, "No, we're gonna imprison him." So they end up taking him to Tails' place, and Tails puts him in a glass cell that he built that we saw in an earlier comic. Actually, I think with the Infection Saga, with the beginning of that. So, yeah, it's a cool twist. And they're like, yeah, don't open that door no matter who's in there.
Well, they're smart enough.
He's going to change.
And Mimic's just like, I'm going to get out, right? And Tangle's like, oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. Get out. At least here you're safe. Eggman doesn't know where you are. You start walking around and shapeshifting, you don't think he's going to figure it out?
He's going to think you betrayed him.
And even if he figures out you didn't betray him, you fucked up twice. You said you were going to kill her. You failed.
I really like that because it is so accurate too. And then Tangle and Whisper go their separate ways after saying they'll see each other around. It's a cute ending.
Yeah. If only things could stay cute.
I mean, we go back to the Infections Metal Virus Saga after this, which I think runs... When I looked it up, there were 6... There's going to be 6 episodes for us for the whole Metal Virus Saga, including the spin-off. I think there might have been... I don't remember if Bad Guys is in there, or that's next saga.
Okay, we're going to have fun with that one.
So, there's a bunch... And I plan to get through that. So, yes, it's good shit. And then the ad for this one is Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Sound Off, which I could care less about because I never watched Rise yet.
Yeah, Rise is different.
I'm sure it's fine. Everybody has their own TMNT, which is based on when they got into it type of thing. Like, that's kind of how it works for a lot of people.
No, that's understandable.
But yeah, it's a
mini-series.
Yes, thank you. I just could not talk today.
And
this is the first Sonic-related comic miniseries to be published since Sonic Quest in 1996 by Archie Comics.
Wow.
Your fun fact that apparently the Sonic Wikipedia decided I should know, so which I'm okay with, actually.
That's crazy to me.
Random question. Does Knack show up eventually in this run?
Does who?
Knack the Weasel. Maybe he has a different name.
Oh, do you mean... Okay, are you talking about the purple
Fang.
weasel?
It's Fang.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot they changed his name to Fang. It was originally Knack in the old comics.
Okay, my brain always thinks of him as Fang the Sniper because that's what they call him in Sonic the Fighters.
Oh, no, Knack is his actual name, and then he shows up. Okay, that works. Pretty sure he shows up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he shows up, but he hasn't shown up anywhere where I am. So it's
Oh no, he's in Sonic Universe comics, which is not.
he's in the IDW universe.
Oh,
It says IDW Publishing, unless Sonic Universe is a second run that's
it was Archie.
on the
Said
set.
Archie on the
Yeah,
cover.
no, he is in Sonic
Oh.
IDW.
Oh, good, because I like him. So
Oh, actually, it says that he shows up in Bad Guys. I don't remember this.
okay, he's just one of those characters that I like because he was in. He was in a comic called Triple Trouble that I still have actually. When I went to my parents' house, my dad had a box of like magazines and comics for me. He's like, "Here, take this." And I'm like, "I don't know if I want this." I open it up. I'm like, "Oh, I'm taking this." I'm taking it. And I'm pretty sure the comic's in there. Plus, there's a game for Game Gear called Triple Trouble, which I want to say that we did a review of it for this show, but I don't know if it still exists or not. I can't remember. There were a few episodes that never actually got published, and I can't remember if that was one of them or if that part got cut. I don't remember. So
Possibly, according to Sonic.fandom, he's in this 4-issue run, but that can't be right.
he was not in here that I saw. No.
No, that's what's weird to me. Yeah, no, but it says that he does show up in Bad Guys and Imposter Syndrome. I just really don't remember that.
Well, good news. You get to read.
Oh,
it.
no, this is about the IDW Publishing. I'm fucking losing my mind and not remembering what page I'm even on.
It's called lack of sleep.
What's sleep?
The issue. Big issue right there. All right, we should go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Phoebe, why don't you lead us in?
That is a really good question because I'm not totally in love with this, but I am very happy that we see more of these characters and get to see their little dynamics build up. So I'm going to put this on a high stack.
Okay. I'm going to go next because, well, yeah, it's just me and you. I'm going to put this on the shelf. I actually really had a good time with it. I had a way better time than I thought I would, and that kind of surprises me, but this was actually a really fun comic. I don't care for Tangle, I don't care for Whisper, but when you put in frickin' Metal Gear Solid 1 references, you got me, okay? Like, that's how you get me, is you throw in fucking, like, I love Metal Gear Solid 1. I love Foxhound. And that was perfect. And that was so much of an homage to that, and I can't get over that. So just for that alone, it goes on the shelf because they did that. Because the first 2 issues I wasn't in, the third and fourth I was in.
Really?
I like Metal Gear Solid more than you realize.
If it wasn't for the MGS1 references, where would this have gone?
Stack.
Okay, fair enough.
Still liked it. It's just that there was something really special about the references and just where the story goes with Whisper's backstory, like having this team and everything like that, and it helped. It really helped. But because I didn't really care. I read the first 2, so I'm like, oh, this is good, but nothing great, but it's fine. And then you read the third and fourth, I'm like, okay, I'm in. I enjoyed it.
That's fair enough.
You really have gotten me to like Sonic a lot, which I'm surprised.
Sonic's great. How dare you?
Didn't see myself reading these comics. I actually had little interest in doing it, but I was like, you wanted to do it? I was like, sure, why not? This sounds fun.
You know me. I'm down for anything.
So I want to comment, so I want to make, but I'm not going to.
Do it. Do it. I dare you.
No, that's the problem. I know when not to make certain comments.
After the recording.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, let's go to, I guess, yeah. And then at some point, probably sooner than later, you'll hear our next Sonic comic from the Metal Virus saga. I'm trying to see what it is.
I couldn't tell you the name of the issues or the volumes. I just know it's 17 through 20.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't forget. That's what I'm trying to figure out is the volume, because each volume has a name.
It would be volume 5.
But it's not. I'm not succeeding in my task. So we'll just go to plugs. Phoebe, where can people find you at?
They can find me over on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess, over on YouTube and Twitch as the Let's Play Princess, and on wonderful podcasts like the one you're listening to right now, Gamer Looks at 40, Jack Billing Presents King of the Big House, and my own personal podcast, Nerds Broadcast, which I do with my friend Teacher Bloke 85.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, if you want to hear, there are over 900 episodes of this podcast. If you want to hear the rest of our Sonic content, you will see a link in the show notes to all that. We've done a few comics so far, and we'll be doing more, so check that out if you enjoyed this. If you want to support the show, we do have Patreon. Little Dog, you can vote in our Patreon polls. We have 1 to 2 polls a month, and so donate $1 for that. And if you donate $10 or more, I will plug your YouTube or podcast or whatever it is that you do, like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, Let's Play Princess. You already heard her stuff. And Zach from Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress. I talk about the MCU movies, and they are currently talking about the Alien franchise. They're going through all that. So if you want to hear somebody talk about the Alien and Predator franchise, check out their show too. It's a good show. And give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro courtesy Helena at Hell Has Fury. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And also check out A Gamer Looks at 40. He's currently on hiatus, but he'll be back soon. I think he'll be back, sounds like early next year or in December. So he's coming back. We've been waiting for his show. And join our Discord if you want to suggest things for the show, you want to chat with us. We have a Discord. We're always happy to have new people join our Discord. So please do that. It's a very friendly place. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and review wherever you get your podcast. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Mike,
everyone.
turn your games down.